Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, my name is Marcus Keys, and I wanted to tell y'all about the dream I had 2 nights ago. I should have posted something yesterday. This is my first time ever posting something like this. I've been having dreams for years now, and yeah, let me get right into it. So, my vision, as what the Bible says, when I when I was inside of it, the first thing I've noticed was ruin. It was like either war or effects after a war, World War III, or any other type of apocalyptic war. And there were people walking in one direction. And when I looked into the direction they were walking toward a false prophet. And the false prophet I seen was none other than a Pope of Rome. And like he was talking to them and giving this great speech. And when he pointed inside the direction. And when he pointed to these tents. And as he got the people to the tents, he walked into the tents and walked out. After he walked out the tents, the people went into the tents. When I went into the tent, all I seen were like beds everywhere. There were beds and people standing up in line. And on these beds, there was a little red cross with a white background behind it. None other than the Red Cross is what I seen. And they were giving people aid for sickness and like other wounds and stuff that they had during this event. And I had seen two of my loved ones walk up, and I noticed something when one of my loved ones came to me, and he was like, "Well, I got it." I'm like, "What you get?" And he was all like, "I had to accept it." I'm like, "Accept what?" And he showed me in his hand he had accepted the mark of the beast. I'm like, "Why would you accept that?" It says so that he can have what they were trying to offer. And I seen another one of my loved ones accept the same thing. And I just flipped. Like, I was amazed and astonished that they would even accept it. And I had told them, "I'm not accepting that. I won't take it." And then the Pope comes into the temple and said, "You won't take what?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to take that mark." And then he forced it on me. He grabbed my hand and they injected me with it. And I was scared. I was completely scared. I was frustrated. I didn't think I was going to make it to the kingdom of heaven. I thought that God was going to lead me down here to be judged and all that. And next thing I know, I hear a loud voice and I turn around and I see God's feet. And I didn't really see his face. I just seen his feet, but I knew who he was and I felt his presence. And I immediately fell to my knees and I just started begging for forgiveness. And I kept trying to explain myself that I didn't want to accept it. I never accepted it. It was forced on me. None of that. And after that, it was like everything just went away. And then I was standing in a room. And then in the room, it was the same thing. It was beds everywhere. It was just the only difference is I was inside the building. And there were these people being brought in. It was two people to be exact. It was one on the bed, and it was one walking and standing. The two came in, and was looking at them, and I was looking at the other people around that was already inside the room. I was calling out to people, trying to touch people. Nobody can hear me. Nobody can see me. And I phased through everybody. Nobody noticed I was there. But the two people that were running to the room, I touched the one that was asleep, or unconscious, if you would say. I touched the one that was unconscious, and they instantly woke up. And they were like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Wait, you can see me?" And they were like, "Of course." And then I looked on his hand. He never received the mark. And I looked at the other person, and I looked at their hand, and they never received the mark. And then I turned around once again for the second time, and there was Satan, Lucifer, sitting on the wall. And he was looking at me and the two other people, upset and frustrated. And he was speaking to us. He was like casting a curse upon us. And as he was casting this curse, the room started breaking apart and started spreading apart. Like it was like we were going to fall. And then I had shouted, "No, Satan." And then the room snapped back together, and he looked around, and he looks at me again and starts casting more spells. And I shouted again, "No, Satan." This happened 3 times. And then after that, I just woke up. And it was like as I woke up, it was like I was still tired. And it was like I was never asleep. It was like I was just in deep thought. But I think the point of this dream is that Jesus is coming. And he was telling me that it's going to be few people to not accept the mark. And it's going to be a lot of people to accept it. And it's going to be enforced on everybody. Whether you want it or not, it will be forced upon you. But if it is and you never accept it, do not worry, because spiritually, you never accepted it. You did not worship the beast. You did not wander to the beast. You did not follow the beast. So do not worry. Also, when they do this, stand strong in your faith and have confidence and have boldness. For when Jesus comes, he is going to take the righteous, and he is going to take his chosen people, and he is coming for his bride. And that is it.